There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue.
Radio
but anyway, this show's not all about you. It's not all about you. It's about Elvis. So the Elvis convention over 3 days. Hey, what about that? And there'll be thousands of people there.
Yeah, but they'll all be dressed like Elvis.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, I know. It's fantastic. I wonder if any of them are on their way there now. Could the police send us a picture or two of either yourselves in Elvis gear or some of the people you're going to meet in Elvis gear? Because I have to say, the Elvis phenomenon is just quite remarkable. Is he the most famous man that ever lived?
Elvis Presley?
Yes.
No.
Who is then?
Muhammad Ali.
Well, he's a contender without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, he is the most famous man that ever lived because he's the most famous man all over the world.
Okay, let me ask this second question then. Is Elvis the most famous American who ever lived who was seen by the most number of American people live on a stage?
Would you mind just repeating the question?
Well, because Muhammad Ali only fought for 2 or 3 times a year
Muhammad
when
Ali
he was fighting.
was a superstar, the first global superstar.
He was a global superstar, but I
don't think Elvis Presley was.
I think Frank Sinatra was, and he was earlier than...
No.
He was earlier than...
no, the whole point about...
Muhammad Ali.
No, if you had gone to, in any decade that you like, really, if you'd gone to any corner of the world...
Yes.
From, right, left, south, north, east, west, everybody knew Muhammad Ali.
Yes, that's right.
Not everybody knew Frank Sinatra.
I think they did,
No.
And they certainly knew Elvis.
If they didn't have a television, they didn't.
Elvis is no longer remembered as just a man called, Elvis Aaron Presley. Elvis was a thing. Elvis was like a culture. Elvis was like a country. He was like a civilization and a race.
A third the size of Wales.
Yeah, he was a phenomenon, and he was something way beyond a human being, wasn't he?
Which makes it even more surprising you didn't recognise Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah, I did recognise Jailhouse Rock, don't worry. And of course, I got a bit of stick yesterday, because I briefly mentioned the fact that when Elvis died, which was very sad, it was on August the 16th, 1977, I was on holiday in Torquay. Now, in those days, there was no multimedia. Uh-huh. So, for instance, if you're walking around with a mobile phone now, you'd know instantly, as sadly I did, that Amy Winehouse had died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get it instantly, very, very sadly. And a lot of people this year have died, and we knew right away. But in those days, nobody had these phones, and nobody had access. So you
used to have to hear it on the radio. I mean, I remember when I heard about John Lennon's death, it was on the radio.
That's right. I totally agree. So I would go up to young ladies in nightclubs that night in Torquay and just tap them on the shoulder and say, hello. I'd say, he's dead, What? I said, he's dead. Who? Elvis. Oh, no. And then they'd get so emotionally distraught, I'd have to comfort them, you know what I mean?
Disgusting.
And, no, it's not.
Actually disgusting.
No, and
you disgust me at times.
No, don't be ridiculous.
It's shocking.
Don't be ridiculous.
You know what? If somebody had done that to my daughter, for example...
Yes.
I would have hunted them down.
Hunted them down. Don't be ridiculous.
If they used some horrible, terrible event
to
try and gain sympathy in order to get your leg over, I would absolutely hunt you down.
No, come on.
I would hunt you down
and
flay you.
No, it's a family show.
That's what I would do.
It's a family show. I mean, the point is, what was I supposed to do? Not tell them? I mean, that would have been worse.
Why would it be the first thing that comes into your head?
Hang on.
I mean, most people go, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Or would you like to dance? Or would you like a drink?
Yeah.
Not, he's dead.
Imagine if I'd tried to romance a young lady and had succeeded in the romancing bit, right? And then the following morning said, oh, by the way, do you know Elvis is dead?
Well, you actually stay the night, did you?
Hang on. She'd have been terribly upset and said, why didn't you tell me that last night? I couldn't possibly...
Well, then you can pretend you didn't know.
I could not possibly have indulged in physical activity if I'd have known that Elvis had died and all that. That would have been cruel of me not to have told them.
So did this actually work for you?
It did, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, it did.
And in what sense?
Well, in the sense that because I have a superior intellect and...
well, that's to make up for all your physical abnormalities.
Yeah, it's just a bit hard, I was able to say, look, don't let it upset you. Remember, he's gone to a better place,
Yeah.
And remember, let's reflect on this...
Well, did you, have a load of Elvis songs to sing to her or something?
Well, reflect on this man's great life and his achievements in the life. He was a GI, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
so I gave it all
I'm interested in how the evening ended, to be honest.
Oh, the evening ended well.
Well, how?
Well,
where?
I don't go into that. This is a family show, but I mean...
Where were you staying?
Torquay.
Yeah, where though?
In an apartment with 3 other guys.
What, so were they all there as well?
Well, some of them were, some of them weren't, because some of them had gone elsewhere.
Situation.
And,
ghastly.
And by the way, it didn't, I didn't contain it to
what was the girl's name?
Young lady. Sorry?
What, you mean you did it more than once?
Yes.
Well, no, he died once. How did you manage to do that?
Well, because then I would go and break the news to somebody else who would...
the next day?
No, that same,
the same night?
Yeah, that's right,
Well, you're saying it worked more than once?
Yeah, it did, yeah, definitely.
I don't believe you.
No, I'm sorry, it did, yeah.
I don't believe you.
It did, and I can't possibly...
You told me you woke up the next morning.
What?
What about the woke up the next morning bit?
Well, I didn't go to bed until about sort of 8 o'clock the next morning, if you see what I mean.
Well, not with one of them.
No, not to sleep permanently, so to speak. Well, I don't want to get into this. This is a family show, okay?
Sleep permanently?
Yes.
Well, you put yourself to sleep.
No.
God's sake.
No,
I don't know why we're talking about this.
Well, because
only you're interested in this kind of rather rambling, bizarre episodes of your disgraceful and unholy, quite frankly, life that you've led.
Oh yeah, you've led a life as pure as snow.
I've never duped anyone in my life.
I didn't dupe anybody.
Really?
Elvis died. I didn't go around pretending he died. He died. Elvis is dead. Right? That's all I said. Yeah. He's dead. Well, Elvis, gone, kaput.
Well, you're going to be kaput soon, as soon as you step foot outside the studio.
Save the last dance for me. Yeah. Elvis has left the house.
F Trooper waiting for you. This is talkSPORT.
If I can dream of a better land